Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm Dex.
I'm Mike.
And today we're going to do a review for Luke Cage Episode 1, Moment of Truth. So, the series starts off with Luke Cage working at a barber shop where he's like a sweeper, and then he's also a dishwasher over at the Harlem Paradise, which we find out is owned by Cottonmouth, who's the villain in the first episode. We also have minor characters that are going to play a role in the first episode. There are a bunch of like young kids who end up, robbing Cottonmouth of some money. And then I think from there we kind of start to see the wheels moving and we kind of see the show, starting off.
Yes. So what did you like about the show?
I like the character, to tell you the truth. I really like the Pops character. I also liked how you get to meet, all the new shady villains. So the guy I was most interested in was Shades.
Okay, yes.
I don't know why, but there's just something creepy about a guy who just, even in a lit room, has shades on. And it's at night, and he's got shades on.
And we're trying to figure out, is he blind? Like, what's the deal with shades?
Yeah,
Is he blind? Can he see?
Yeah.
But I guess he can't see.
Yeah, I guess he can see.
But it's just that doubt, and when he was introduced, it's like, what's his deal?
Right, because one of the henchmen for Cottonmouth called him like a white Ray Charles.
Yes.
But actually in the show, his name is Alvarez Shades. So we concluded that he was Hispanic.
Yes. I like the world building in Luke Cage. I like the look of Harlem in the show. They had great sets. The wardrobe was good. It kind of had like a Cotton Club kind of feel, blaxploitation in the 70s kind of feel. They had a really good use of music in the series, and the sets looked great. I thought Harlem looked kind of clean and
This is an interesting series because this is not, for example, even though I know what I'm about to give reference to is more of is not a comic book. Like, for example, The Wire or all these other shows that always show like African American characters, they're all on drugs, they're living in the hood, then there's no sophistication. It seemed like there was a lot of sophistication, with these characters. And it was also kind of cool to see that within the first 5 minutes, superhero Luke Cage all of a sudden just beds. One of the main characters in the show. And by the way, I was just wondering, is it me or are there times where she looks really good and other times where I'm like, how old is this woman?
Yeah, you are correct, but overall she did look good though. You know. But yeah, I did like how they used Harlem as like a character, in the series, his depiction. It looked really good. My favorite part of the series the episode was the fight at the end. This episode was a little slow, so when we got the fight scene at the end, I thought it was really cool. The way the thug, broke his hand over his face,
I will say I don't know if that guy was a boxer or what, but I mean, he hit him pretty hard. His hand just went.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool sequence.
Yeah. Also, it was kind of interesting to see some of the minor characters. So, for example, one of the kids that ends up robbing Cottonmouth's name is Chico, and there's so much emphasis that Pops has on Chico. I didn't really get the idea of why Pops cared so much about Chico. He just seemed as if he was kind of like a useless character. But I guess that was maybe the springboard for Pops to tell Luke Cage, all right, listen, dude, you're a superhero. You think maybe you might want to act like it?
And help this kid who I
care
about.
Yeah, we're not in Beverly Hills. We're in Harlem. So maybe you want to use some of your superhero powers. So I thought that was pretty good. Also, I kind of like the going back and forth between the two cops. So in the show,
Missy Knight and Detective Scarf, I think his name.
Scarf, yeah. Because he kind of seems like a useless character, but I was keeping my eye on him because I'm thinking there's got to be a reason this guy's in the show.
Yeah.
So I think overall, it was like a good show.
Yes.
It was a good first episode. Now it was very slow.
It was slow.
It was very slow. Like, for example, there's a part where Luke Cage, he he has two jobs. A is a sweeper and B is a bartender. And there's probably about maybe 5 minutes of him sweeping and also bartending.
Yes.
Which we think maybe we could have gone a little bit over that. And I was a little bit intrigued also with the rival gang who's run by
Domingo's gang.
Yeah, which Diamondback, right?
Domingo.
Yeah, Domingo. I'm sorry. Right. Domingo's gang. I was a little bit intrigued with that. Like who is this other gang and stuff like that. You know, and like how powerful are they and stuff like that.
And also, I did also like the cool scene with the symbolism when Cottonmouth was standing in front of the Biggie poster and he had the king, symbol over his head, kind of symbolizing that he's like the king of Harlem or whatnot. I thought that was pretty cool. Along, like I said before, with the use of the music in the show.
Yes, I thought it was pretty good. So for this episode, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10, just because I felt as if they could have had a little bit more action, or we could have had a little bit. Some of the characters like Pops and Alvarez, I wanted to see more of. Maybe I was being a little greedy. But 7 out of 10.
Okay, I'm gonna give it 8.5 out of 10. I also thought it was a little slow, but it was still good. And like I said, I enjoyed the character build-up. I enjoyed the world build-up. And, it was just a good build-up, first episode.
All right, 7 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10. All right, so that's all the time we have for today.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes, and also look for episode 2. We will have a link for it at the bottom of this page.